a gray horizon over rolling hills. Fog coils like breath from a wounded giant. Ronderou's voice enters with a calm, flint-edged timbre. Power is a strange beast. It grants order and invites corruption. England is a land forged in both, a kingdom of brilliance and brutality, discipline and domination. Today, I speak of the nation that shaped half this world and was shaped, in return, by its own storms. The land and the English people. England's landscape is quieter than Ireland's storms. Soft hills, old forests, ancient stones. A land that seems gentle until you study its history. The English people carry a dual nature, reserved but fiercely proud, orderly but rebellious when pushed, steady in manner, yet sharp in wit. They are builders of laws, ships, cities, and systems. But they are also conquerors who once stretched their shadow across oceans. England is not subtle. Even its restraint is a kind of declaration. Ancient foundations, Celts, Romans, and the first kingdoms. Long before England was England, Celtic tribes held this land. Then came Rome, a machine of roads, legions, and imperial discipline. For 4 centuries, it pressed its mark into the soil. When Rome withdrew, the island fractured. Saxons, Angles, and Jutes arrived, warrior migrants who carved out new kingdoms. Wessex, Mercia, Northumbria, Kent. These early English forged their identity with shield walls, oaths, and a belief that fate favored those with the resolve to seize it. The Vikings, fire from the sea. Then came the Norse, raiders with iron courage and hunger for land. They burned villages, took kingdoms, and planted their own law, the Danelaw. The struggle between Saxon kings and Viking warlords forged the English character as much as any later empire would. Alfred the Great, the House of Wessex, the weaving of warrior culture and Christian identity. All of it shaped the soul of England. Their clashes echo like old war drums across this island, even now. 1066, the Norman invasion. And then everything changed. A single year, a single battle, a conquest that rewrote the island. In 1066, the Normans stormed England under William, called the Conqueror. They brought castles, feudal rule, new language, and a hierarchy that would dominate for centuries. Normans reshaped law, nobility, warfare, and land. England, once a patchwork of tribes and kingdoms, hardened into a centralized power. Conquest became part of its blood. Kings, crowns, and conflict. England's monarchy is one of Earth's longest political dramas. Civil wars, dynastic struggles, broken oaths, rebellions. A cycle of ambition and betrayal that would make even Kalish clans look restrained. The Plantagenets ruled with ruthless brilliance. The Wars of the Roses tore the country apart. Rival branches of the same house, turning England into a battlefield. Then came the Tudors. Henry VII's break with the Catholic Church. Elizabeth I's golden age of exploration and defeat of foreign threats. Power in England has always been a sword sharpened on internal conflict as much as foreign war. Religion and identity. England's approach to religion is a study in upheaval. Catholic, Protestant, Anglican, Puritan, civil war fueled by faith, governance, and ideology. The Church of England became central to national identity, a symbol of independence from Rome, yet bound tightly to monarchy. Faith here is less about doctrine and more about structure, stability, order. A warrior might say it's religion as architecture rather than passion. Empire, the reach of the lion. England's empire was vast, built on ships, trade, military power, and relentless ambition. Across continents, English influence spread. Language, law, industry, governance. Sometimes welcomed, often forced, the empire forged modern Earth in ways both constructive and catastrophic. It brought infrastructure to some lands, suffering to others, and shaped the global world that exists today. In studying England, one cannot ignore this, nor sanitize it. The Industrial Revolution, the new fort. If Ireland is the island of memory, England became the land of machines. Factories, steam power, engineering, industrial discipline. These transformed English society. The cities grew dense and harsh. Wealth surged for some, misery for others. Yet from this crucible came scientific breakthroughs, new technologies, and a global shift in human civilization. England became an engine, relentless, efficient, uncompromising. Modern England, tradition and transformation. Today, England stands as a nation, balancing old identity with modern change. It retains its monarchy, ancient yet symbolic. Its legal and governmental structures shape many nations across Earth. Its culture influences the world through literature, media, music, and science. Yet the people are not frozen in their past. England debates itself constantly. Its future, its identity, its place in the world. A nation at crossroads, but never without direction. England's relationships with others. England's history binds it tightly and tensely to its neighbors. Ireland carries scars left by English conquest. Scotland and Wales share union and friction alike. Europe sees England as both partner and challenger. And across the Atlantic, the United States and Canada share deep cultural roots with England, shaped by settlers, laws, and institutions born on this island. England's relationships are complex, but complexity is the price of history. Closing words, Ronderou's judgment. England is a land forged in conflict, crowned in ambition, tempered by order, and driven by an instinct to shape the world beyond its shores. Not gentle, not innocent, but undeniably influential. Its scars run deep, yet its legacy runs deeper. England endures, not through myth or defiance, but through structure, resolve, and a belief that history is something to be made, not suffered. And for a warrior like me, that is a truth worth studying.